Hi guys, and welcome to Python tutorial, and here I have my games which I control with WASD, and here is my shooter right there. So all I'm trying to do is just to hit one of these falling properties. Okay, and as you can see, as I hit any one of them, it's actually added up here. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how you put together one of these, and as you can see, I can even move the player anywhere I want, and that is it. So now guys, let's put together one of these. So I'm going to exit out and let's start a new program entirely. First of all, we need to import Pygame. And next, I'm going to import random. So, because it's going to be randomly generating my object that I'll take down. Next, I'm going to then initialize Pygame. So let's add a comment there, and underneath here, I'm just going to say Pygame dot initialize. There we go. Next, I'm going to create some constants. So let's start with my screen. So let's go for uppercase for that screen underscore width, and that I'm going to make the size approximately 700, 1700. And next I'm going to go for screen height as well. Place that underneath, and that's going to be for height. Get rid of this, and that's going to be height. And let's make that about 870. Yeah, that should do. And the color, I'm going to be using white color, and the color that's going to be 255 by 255 by 255. Then I'm also going to add black color. The black color, as you all know, that is going to be 000. All right, let's enter 0, comma 0, comma 0. Right, so next, now I'm going to set my display. So let's say screen, that is going to be equals pygame dot display dot sets underscore mode, and what is that going to be? That's going to be my string here, comma, and the height. So that will be the width and height of my screen. That's good. Right, so let's just enter something here that will say set screen. And there we go. So next, I want to now set my Pygame. I want that to display the caption. So let's grab hold of all of these, and I just enter this caption there. Copy that, paste that underneath here. Underscore caption. And my own caption, I just need to call that maybe shooting game, something like that. So we just enter shooting game. That will be shooting game. Okay, that's done. Next, let's get the clock rolling. So I'm going to say clock, that's going to be pygame dot clock. So grab hold of that, place that in here. So dot time dot start the clock. Enter parentheses there. Okay, and next I'm going to now set the gun. So let's enter a comment here. I'll just call that gun class. Alright, so that's my gun class, and right underneath here, let's say class, and that's going to be known as gun, and that is going to be pygame dot sprite dot sprite again. Notice the second sprite is uppercase, the S is uppercase, and get that just close up. Now I'm going to define the following function. Let's say in initialize, and that is going to be self. All right, next I'm going to use super class here. Super dot underscore underscore initialize underscore underscore. Close that. Then here I'm down gonna say self dot image, and that is gonna be equals pygame dot surface, and I will then define the size. So let's say pygame dot surface, and I'm going to make that 50 by 100. You can make it 100 by 100. The choice is yours. Next, let's fill it up. Let's say self dot image dot fill. That is going to be white. I'm actually talking about this white up there. So that is that done. Next, we need to take care of the shape. So let's go back here. So let's say self dot rectangle rect, that is going to be equals self dot image dot get underscore rectangle. Now self dot rectangle, we also need to specify that it's centered or whatever, so I'm going to make it center. Paste that in there, dot center, and that is going to be equals all of this here to position it. Let's paste that in here and divide this by 2 to give you the nearest whole number, and minus about 50 from here. Let's say minus 50. Right, looking great so far. And the speed. So underneath here we just say self dot speed. I'm gonna make that maybe 10. No, let's make it 5. 10 might be too much. Okay, that's fine. Now I need to get it updated. So let's declare another function. This function I will call it update. And that is going to be self comma say key. So this is me now specifying the keys that I intend to use. I'm going to be using WASD. All right, so come right down here and using an if statement. If key is pygame dot k underscore w in lowercase, okay, close the square brackets, and self dot rectangle dot, if it's at the top, I'm talking about the shape and it's less than 0, and that in that case, let's take it down a little bit more so that you can see it. So in that case, we then want the rectangle to be y. So I'm gonna say self dot rectangle here, copy that, paste that in there, and that is going to be y as minus equals speed. Speed, and paste that here. That is good. I can just copy all of this and use it for the other keys. We need 3 more. Paste. We're going to change that to bottom. This is going to be bottom. And in the case of bottom, that's going to be top. So grab hold of that's going to be height. Grab hold of height. Height is going to be greater, less than, the height. All right. And the speed in this case will be plus. Okay. And the rectangle is Y as well. So we need two more. So that's going to be for left and right. So I'm just going to copy all of these. Come right down here, paste. So now this bottom, what key are we meant to use? We're meant to use the S key for the bottom. And this is going to be for, let's make that left. So the left, I'm going to put an A key. And it's going to be left. We change this one to left. And that's greater than 0. Okay, that's fine. The speed is going to be minus in this case, and in this case it's going to be D. The speed here is going to be plus. That's fine. And here that will be right. And the width is going to be, the screen height here is going to be width. Screen width is not the height. Okay, so the speed, that is correct. That is good. So all done. I seems to have put in a lot of lines of code. Let me save that file, save as. So I'm going to save that as shoot game, I shoot game, YT. We'll close that. All right. Okay, next I want to create some function for my, no, let's create a class first, a class for the bullets. So this is a class for my player. I'm just going to grab hold of all of these, paste that there. But this class is going to be for the bullets. So change that to bullet. And it's not a player, that's just a bullet. And here is going to be bullet. Change that to bullet. And the bullet is also a sprite that is being spawned. So we now need to also declare a function, and this function is going to be for, it's going to be self, comma, x and y. Yeah, that's fine. Get it indented correctly. Okay, for the bullet, I'm just going to copy all of these here and change it around. Copy, come right down here, paste. Let's get it properly indented. Alright, it's going to be an image as well, and in this case, it's going to be about, let's say, 50 by 10. That's going to be the size. And it's going to be white, that's correct. And rectangle as well, but you can change it to whatever shape you want. And here I'm just going to make that x and y, x and y. Okay, that's fine. And what about the speed? Let's say the speed is going to be minus 10. That should take care of the bullet function, but I also need to get it updated. So let's say we just get it updated. Grab hold of that, come right down here, paste, and that's going to be self there. And right underneath here we just say self dot rectangle, and in this case it's going to be y equals the speed. So grab hold of all of these. Right, paste that underneath. So that is self dot rectangle dot y plus equals self dot speed. That is fine. And if the rectangle is at the bottom, so use an if statement. If self dot rect dot bottom. So in that case, is going to be less than 0. And next, we just want it to kill itself. So self dot kill. There we go. So that is fine. Make sure it's saved. Right, looking good so far. We're almost there. Okay, next, guys, let's create an enemy target class. So I think maybe I should just grab hold of all of these. And that is going to be for my enemy target class. Come right down here, paste that underneath here. There. And let's just change the class name to targets. Add an uppercase T there. All right. Next, I'm going to come in here. You see where we have the self.image. I'm going to change that to about, let's say 40 by 40, the size of the image. Okay, I'm just get rid of this. Now, what else do we want? We want to fill. Okay, in this case, in case of my fill, I want it to be random, so I can change this one to random dot rand int. And that color is going to be 09, between 0 and that's dark to white, so that's fine. Comma. So I'm just might as well copy all of these again. Come here, let's paste, get rid of these and close this up. 1 and 2. There should be one more there and close the comma here. So let's see, randomize between black and white, randomize the here between black and white again, and that's it. So now I'm going to leave this as image dot it's rectangle. You can change the shape like I said earlier on, but there's one more thing I'd like to do. I want this screen. Okay, let's come in here and just say save dot, copy that, and right underneath here self dot rect, that will be dot x, and in this case is going to be at random. Grab hold of all of these, paste it here, random, and that is going to be between 0 and the screen width. Let's grab hold of the screen width here, like this one, screen width, and comma. Then you minus that from self dot rect, that's the width of the rectangle itself. There. Okay, that's taken care of. Now, the position instead of center, I'm going to make it y-axis, and here, let's randomize that as well. Let's get rid of all of these. Random dots rand int, and that is going to be from between minus 100 comma minus 40. That's good. And finally, the speed. Let's randomize that as well. So I'm going to make it between 1 and 5. Paste 1 comma 5. Yeah, that takes care of that. And we also need to get it updated. Grab hold of this and just paste it right into here. Function updates. Okay, we say self dot y-axis, in this case plus speed. Okay, that's fine. Self dot rect dot top, because it's dropping from the top, coming from the top, and it's gonna be the screen width. Then we get it filled. Let's grab hold of the screen width. Yeah, no, that should be greater than screen height. It's now width height. So this is dropping from the top, so it should be height. Okay, now we say kill, save dot kill. Alright, so let me save that. Save. Okay, guys, let's have a good look at these codes. Then I'm going to kind of like run it and just see. I just want to see how it's going to look like now. Alright, let's run. Whoa, unmatched. Okay, let's see how many. 1, 2. Oh, there should be 1 here as well. Let's use it. Alright then, that's fine. Let's run it. If I run it, it will just be the huge black screen. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. So we're getting somewhere, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Next, we're going to have to set up the gun element. So let's enter this comment here. So the comments, just to set up the gun element. So I'm going to say gun. That is going to be equals gun. I'm actually referring to my function gun right up here. There we go. So now the next thing is, let's grab hold of the bullet as well. The bullet that is going to be equals the, let's say Pygame. Copy that and just paste that right there. Pygame dot sprite dot group, and we enter parentheses there. And next, I'm going to grab all of the targets as well. Where targets, so paste that in there. That is going to be equals Pygame dot Pygame dot sprite dot group. Next, let's say all underscore sprite, and that is going to be equals Pygame dot sprite dot group, and I would then say all sprites dot add done. There we go. So that is that. But I also need to take care of the score. So This time around, the score is going to be equals the value of 0. So that's my score variable there, initialized with 0. Then what about the fonts? Yeah, we might as well add a font and say font that's going to be equals Pygame dot font dot set font, and the font that I intend to use, I'm going to say none so that the system just determine, but I'm going to enter the font size will be 36. That is that done. So fine. Let's then create this other function. I'm going to call this function to draw the score. So let's say function draw score. And right underneath here, let's create that function. Function draw score. That's going to be the name of my function. Function draw score, and just enter parentheses there. That is going to be score hex, score underscore text, and that's going to be equals font dot render, and want to format that. Format as follows. So let's enter score in there, column. Okay, let's put that in a curly braces. I'll be in a curly braces here, and that's going to be the score. Then add a comma there, and I'm going to set it to true, comma, and the color is going to be white. There we go. And next we want it on the screen. We say string dot split, and that's going to be the score test, comma, and the following coordinate is going to be 10 by 10. There we go there. Close that up. Next, I'm going to take care of the game loop. Let's come down here, just enter that comment there. So let's say running, that is going to be equals true. That's equals true. Okay, why running is true. Why running? Then want the clock to tick. Clock dot tick, and that is going to be, let's say, frame per second. The frame per second that I declared is right up here, 60 frame per second. You can see that that's what I've just called it here now. Right, so I've called it frame per second. Then the screen, we want the color of the screen to be black. So screen, that is dot fill. There we go. Okay, guys, now let's put together an event to undo everything for me. So I'm going to come down here. Let's just enter comment there. Event handling. So let's say for each event, for events in Pygame, it's a dot events dot get. Now, what is the type of event that I want now? So I'm going to use an if statement. So let's say if event equals quit, then I want running to become false. So let's grab all of these. So using an if statement, if, that has to be indented though. Okay, if event dot type equals pygame dot quit, then in that case running is going to be equals 4 there. Else, if we have button down, so let's say else if, in this case, else if event dot type equals pygame dot mouse down, that should be uppercase, mouse button down. Yeah, I think that's correct. Then in that case, I want the following: create a bullet or generate a bullet. So we could just come down here and say, let's come back down. So in there, let me just enter a comment there. Create a bullet. So statement is going to be bullet. That's equals bullet. Then we say gun dot rect dot center x center x. Oh my gun dot rect, and that's going to be at the top. Okay, so we now want the bullet to add. Let's come down, just say bullets dot add bullets. Okay, now we say all underscore sprite dot add bullets. There we go. The bullets is taken care of. Now I need to take care of the target. So let's come down here and just enter. I'm going to enter a comment in there. So we just call it add target. Add target periodically. Yeah, that'll do. So come right down and use the if statements. If the random now, if random dot rand int, and that is going to be 1 to 50 equals 1. Then target, that is going to be equals target. Then we say targets with an F dot add targets. All right. With add targets, then we now want to add all of the, let's say all sprites dot add targets. All sprites dot add targets. There we go. Next, I'm going to take care of update, and I want to update game elements. Let's come down here and just let's enter a comment there. I'll call that update game element. All right, looking good so far. Okay, to update game element, I'm going to just say keys. That is going to be equals pygame dot key dot get underscore pressed. Then we'll say game dot update keys. Next, we now also need to update the bullets. Then bullet dot updates dot updates. Then we also need to update the targets. Target dot updates. Target dot updates. Nice one. Now, I then need to check for any collision. So let's say right underneath here, I'm going to enter check for collision. Check for collisions. Okay, and a variable heats that is going to be equals pygame dot sprite dot group collide pygame dot group collide, and that is going to be the target bullets, and those will become true. There we go. Then we say score plus equals and link to hits. Then let's draw everything. So underneath here, I'm just gonna enter that and just say draw everything. Let's draw everything. So just place that on board. So I'm going to say all of these sprites. I want you to draw that. Grab hold of this. All sprites dots draw. This one is done. And you also need to draw the score. Draw underscore score. Okay, we are almost there now. So I'm going to say refresh. Okay, refresh the screen. So to refresh the screen, we just let's say pygame dot display dot flip. So that should refresh the screen. So all I just now need to do is quit pygame. Grab all of that, paste it right down here, and just say pygame dot quit. There we go. That is it. All done. Okay, guys. Right, so I'm going to try it out now, but let's see first. Okay, before I try it out, I just want you guys to have a quick look at the lines of codes. Take it down and down, down, and one more. Okay, now I'm gonna run it. So let's click on run, run. Hopefully it should. There we go. Let's see. All right, man. Let's move with the WA, and I shoot with my mouse. There we go, man. Look at that. You see, guys, that's how you create your own shooting game in Python. So you move around with WASD keys, and you can see the score as well. Shoot that down. Take this down. If you're good in playing games, you should be able to handle this. Look at that, guys. That's nice. And that's how you develop your own game in Python. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this brilliant tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed it. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel, guys. Remember that. So I'm just gonna say bye for now. You all have a nice day.